والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. Today بإذن الله تعالى يوم الجمعة ليلة السبت, the 16th of Rabi' al-Thani 1425 Hijri, it being in agreement with June the 4th 2004. We deal with an issue that is amongst us that must be dealt with from the standpoint of advisement, and that is an issue of this person, Abu Usamah al-Dhahabi. Abu Usamah al-Dhahabi, possibly herein referred to in the rest of the lecture as Goldie. Goldie. He has this, from what I know, this affiliation with this issue of metals that are precious and the like. He said that originally why he took the name Al-Dhahabi was he was an individual in the dunya who was attached to gold and things of that nature, and therefore he wanted to be called Al-Dhahabi, the golden one, or Goldie, if you will. And there's nothing wrong with that in the general sense when a man chooses that, and hakadha. Walakin, he said later on, when he learnt of the existence of the great muhaddith and historian Al-Dhahabi, the scholar, he wanted that name also. But we'll stay up on the principle. And we'll say that this response that came about through the actions that he came and foolishly committed that day, where he came to Masjid Rahmat and claimed that he wanted to make tawbah and the like. We'll say that all of this and pretty much of the fitna connected to Abu Usamah al-Dhahabi, or Goldie if you will, is because he doesn't have the ability to shut his mouth. He doesn't have the ability to stay in his place and to be quiet and to stay out of affairs that simply do not concern him. So we give him this principle, since he likes expensive jewelry and the like, gold and silver and whatever. The principle states, إن كان كلام من فضة فالسكوت من ذهب. That if talking is from silver, then silence is golden. That if talking is from silver, then silence is golden. If he understood this principle, or acted upon this principle, or implemented this principle, all of this fitan and all of this confusion would not be there. Let's read some nusus before we hear the voice of the man on the tape and respond to it, inshallah ta'ala, given the time constraints. Respond to as much as we are able to respond to. And that is the matter of nasiha must be there. This is something that must be given in general. And Ibn Rajab rahimahullah makes a distinction between an-nasiha wa ta'yir. An-nasiha and exposing a person. He says, فَهِينَ إِذٍ, therefore, فَرَدُّ الْمَقَالَاتَ الضَّعِيفَةِ, responding to weak statements, وَتَبَيْنَ الْحَقِّ فِي خِلَافِهَا بِأَدِلَّةٍ شَرْعِيَّةٍ, and explaining the truth, that the truth is the opposite of it, with legislative evidences is not of those matters which are disliked by the ulama. Bel, rather, it's loved and is praiseworthy. And they praise the individual that does it. فَلَا يَكُنْ دَاخِلًا فِي بَابِ الْغِيبَةِ بِالْكُلِّيَّةِ. It doesn't enter into the area of ghiba at all. So if it becomes such that in correcting or rectifying a wrong, an individual hates it because you have exposed his mistake, فَلَا إِبْرَ بِكِرَاهَتِهِ. It's not to be looked at whatsoever his dislike, his hatred. Because his hatred for the haqq being made clear, it's not from the khisal, the qualities which are mahmudah, which are praiseworthy. When a person makes a mistake regarding the statement of regarding the deen of Allah Ta'ala, regarding halal and haram, regarding qala Allah wa qala Rasuluh, then he is to be checked. No matter who he is, no matter what's his status, no matter what anyone thinks about him, kain and man kan, as they say, no matter who he is. The difference is, as Sheikh Ubaid say, that if he's one of those who are upon the sunnah and the way salafiyah, you respect his position, you respect him. You do so with some respect. But a naqd must be done. Criticism must be done. بل واجب على المسلم أن يحب الظهور الحق. It's obligatory upon the believer to like the appearance of the truth, or the dominance of the truth. وَمَعْرِفَةَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ لَهُ, and that the Muslims know it. سواء كان في موافقته ومخالفته, whether that is in agreement with him or in disagreement with him. And one of them used to say, Ja'far ibn Burqan, قال Maymun Mahran said, O Ja'far, قل لي في وجهي ما أكره, say to me in my face what I hate. فإن رجل ينصح أخاه, because a man is not giving his nasiha to his brother, حتى يقول له في وجهه ما يكره, until he says in his face that which he hates. I think you're getting an inkling of the principle. It's about keeping the matter clear. It's about making the matter clear. So we listen, inshallah ta'ala, a little bit to the ludicrous and insanity of this man.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه. You don't want to talk to me first?
We don't have no hajjah for this khutbah hajjah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. Today is, in the Gregorian calendar, May 31st, 2004, after Salat al-Asr in Masjid al-Rahma in Newark, New Jersey. And I am your brother Abu Usamah al-Zahabi. And I've come here after being in the city of East Orange and North for a week. I've been sending messages to the masjid through different people trying to set up a meeting with Abu Uwais and the responsible people here. As a matter of fact, one of those people was Brother Naeem, who just attested to the fact that he did receive one of those messages from one of the brothers who called from Passaic, New Jersey, and that was at the beginning when I arrived in the area. I also gave a message to Brother Qasim and Abdul Hakim, individuals to set up a meeting, because I wanted to come